The start is of the Le Mans type. At the flag, the drivers will take off like chicken licking when she heard the sky was falling. The time is 10 a.m., March the 23rd, 1957. The 7th running of the 12-hour Florida International Grand Prix of Endurance has begun. The Corvette Coupes are first across the line, followed by the finest collection of sports cars in the world. Is having trouble with the D-Jag. And it's almost last away. There's a real jam at the S's. And then the first car appears on the back straight. It's Collins in number 11 Ferrari. Here's the rest of the field. I can't make out their numbers. We'll have to wait until they pass the starting line. The leader, Collins, is really flying. What a tremendous lead after just one lap. Now, it's Moss, Phil Hill, Gregory, Berra, and Fitch in the Corvette, followed by Boss in the D-Type and the rest of the field. At the S's, the positions remain the same. Collins, Ferrari. Moss, Maserati. Hill, Ferrari. Gregory, Ferrari. Berra, Maserati. And Fitch, Corvette. Fifth lap, the leader is still number 11, Collins. But Berra has moved number 19 into second ahead of Moss in number 20. Matson Gregory in 15 has passed Hill for fourth spot. Here are the two leader Maseratis, Reventlow and Kimberly. Ericsson in the D-Type from Cuba. And the Corvette SS. Stirling Moss. Here's Reventlow, number 27. Suddenly, number 1 Corvette is in the pits. We understand it's ignition trouble and that Fitch had to replace a coil out on the course. Berra, now on the 19th lap, has just passed Collins, putting the big red basket into the lead. The other positions are unchanged, but Portago is moving up on teammates Hill and Gregory. Portago is continuing his terrific pace. He has now passed both Hill and Gregory and is lying fourth. There's Gregory in the red machine from Modena. And Collins trying to get around two Porsches. Kimberly in the 2-liter. Hilbern's Testarossa Ferrari. just seen the second hour bulletin, and Portago is now in third after passing Moss. It's nearing 1 o'clock now, and the drivers are receiving their come-in signals. Revitlo is in with the 2-liter. The pit steward breaks the seal on the filler cap, and they're ready to go to work. Bill Pollock, the co-driver, is ready. And he's off, just as a Cooper overshoots its pit and has to be pushed back by the driver. The rules forbid any assistance. Shelby has dashed into the Maserati pit almost out of gas, but Berra is due any second. They jam in 5 gallons and rush him out, so they will be ready for the leader when he arrives. And here he is. The Frenchman has set a new lap record of 3 minutes, 24.5 seconds in gaining the lead, and now holds a 1-lap advantage over Collins, who is still in second position with the Ferrari. This means they have over 3 minutes for the pit stop before losing the lead. They can do it in less than half the time. So when the big red V8 leaves the pits, it should still be in first place. Berra has a word with Fangio while Shell listens and waits to relieve Moss in number 20. The fuel's in, and one last check of the wheels, and it's time for Fangio to exhibit his great skill behind the wheel of a racing car. The Maserati returns to the battle, still in the lead. But many have fallen. The race, faster than ever before, is murdering the machinery. Number 10 and number 46 are out, but the rest have 9 more hours to go. That's Indianapolis driver Pat O'Connor in Inslee's Jag, and Paul O'Shea, number 2 Corvette.
There's the 3rd hour bolt.
Thank you. Let's see. Position number 1, still number 19 Maserati. Position 2, Portago, number 12 Ferrari. Position 3, Gregory. Position 4, Collins. 5, Moss. 6, Shelby. 7th, Hawthorne. Juan Manuel Fangio, world champion, relieved Berra at the wheel. We knew that. Musso has relieved De Portago in number 12 Ferrari. Jack Inslee has relieved Pat O'Connor in number 8 Jaguar. Von Trips has relieved Phil Hill in Ferrari number 14. Taruffi has relieved Fitch in Corvette number 1. Boynton has relieved Kimberly. The Shelby Maserati has been disqualified for a rule violation. Darrell, check that. We'll have to check on what caused Shelby's disqualification. Moss on the left has turned the 3-liter over to Shell and now relaxes with Berra. The silver factory-entered Porsche, which is leading the index standings, chases John Kunstel's Porsche toward the S's. Here's a good view of the fastest straight on the circuit. Testarossa. Number 12 Ferrari is now lying second with Musso at the wheel. The Porsche pits are jumping now. And here comes Gregory with the 3rd place car. The Ferrari crew starts to hustle. The man in front seems to have the best of it. All he has to do is check the tire wear with a depth gauge. Gregory has been pushing the Ferrari hard and is really bushed. As the fuel gushes in, a tire is retired. And the competition applies the pressure. For some, the pressure is too great. The Corvette is out. And gentleman Jim Kimberly is probably feeling very ungentlemanly at this point. The transmission failed, putting his beautiful new Maserati out of the race. Number 22 Maserati is out. And Erickson's D-type Jag quit on the course.
Here's a special vote.
Thanks, Joe. This is a statement by Ian Cole, General Manager, Chevrolet Motor Division. We quote, "We are quite pleased with the performance of the Corvette SS. The run at Sebring gave us an opportunity to observe, under severe operating conditions, several components we were interested in testing. It proved a design of great promise. When some elements showed signs of deterioration faster than we thought they should, we felt it best to stop and observe these components rather than continue to the point of failure, which would complicate further study." Well, they're not alone. 15 other cars are out of the race at this point. Time continues to slip by, and there have been several driver changes. Vera has relieved Fangio. Moss has taken the wheel from Shell. And Herman has relieved McAfee in the factory Porsche. Hawthorne has moved the D-type into the first 5. Collins is back at number 11 Ferrari, replacing Trintignant. Now, at great personal risk and expense, we take you up for an aerial view of the circuit. Hold on tight. Oh, about that helicopter, it cost $150 an hour. This cost a quarter. I'm sorry, but I think I'm getting airsick. Back on the ground, the grind goes on. We've just received the 4 o'clock bulletin. Positions: first, 19 Maserati; second, number 15 Ferrari; third, number 5 Jaguar; 4, number 12 Ferrari; fifth, number 11 Ferrari. Reventlo's Maserati number 27 retired from the race at 3:46 p.m. with connecting rod trouble. At this time, a total of 17 cars have officially retired from the race. Number 5 Jaguar in third place pulled into the pits at 3:54. In 6 minutes, the pit crew refueled the car and changed the brake line on all 4 wheels. Bube relieved Hawthorne as driver. Well, that's how it was at the halfway point. But it looks like we'll have to add to the beat-up machinery list. And the list continues to grow. The Ferrari coupe is being pushed to the pits by its driver. And the Hill Von Tripp's Ferrari is out. Inslee's D-Jag is out with a broken axle. With the sun slowly sinking in the west and the brake line sinking into the rivets, it's time to turn the lights on. Here are the standings at 7 o'clock. The handicap is a complete sweep for Porsche. Here are the leaders in the classes: Maserati, Ferrari, Porsche. And here are the cars that are out. What a list. Even total darkness doesn't slow them down. The cars continue to flash by the pits at that torturous pace. The Ferris wheel hasn't broken down. but another car has. It's beginning to look like the only way they're going to catch the big red V8 is to head it off at the pass. On and on and on into the night. Another car leaves the pit. The Maserati pit is ready with a sign for Fangio. And we see that it's Fangio, Hawthorne, and Moss. 1, 2, 3. The board hasn't been changed. Portago is in the pits. Suddenly it's over, and Walter Cronkite announces it to the world. The man has done it again. The master, the world champion. Juan Manuel Fangio has won the Sebring Grand Prix of Endurance for the second consecutive year. Here's Maserati's head mechanic. Bravo, bene fatto, bene fatto. Grazie, grazie tanto. A job well done, very well done. And Jean Barra, who more than held up his end of the bargain. So it's over. 12 hours, 197 laps, over 1,000 miles. Sure makes a man thirsty.